So firstly let me show you how many lines the code is. So I have cropped it. It is in 3 pages. So total of, you can see, it's total of 58 lines, so not much. So, and I have divided the codes into 5 parts: part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, which is continued to the next page till this one, and then the part 5. Okay, and part 6 is also there. See, part 6 completely in the next page. So it might be that you are not able to see these things because of the small screen. So I have cropped them and will try to zoom it so you can see it clearly. So this is the part 1. Okay, here you can see a function is called video input with these parameters. Okay, so these parameters you have to remember. This is for the resolution. We need 160 by 120 window, and this ID is your ID of your camera. By default, if you are using your inbuilt camera of your laptop, it will be 1, and if you are using external webcam like me, as I have done, so then you need to change it. So it will be generally 1. If it's not 1, then 2 or 3. Try till 1, 2 or 3, and you will get the real correct one. Okay, so this ID will be that one. And now upon calling this function, we are creating an object, and this is like calling a function of that object. Okay, so preview is a function. We are previewing, calling this with this video parameter. Okay, or whatever it is. So the result of this, that which I show you in the video, so the red part, this one, you can see it. This is the webcam window. Okay, so moving to the next part, this is the part 2. The part 2 start with a while one. This is for infinite loop, because we have to run this loop infinitely till we want to close it. Okay, so the first line, img equal to get snapshot of the vid. So it is getting snapshot from that window. Okay, and storing it in the img variable. In MATLAB, any image that is stored are stored in matrix form, and when we are getting a snapshot, by default it's in YCB CR format, but we need it to be converted into RGB. So this function is called here YCB CR to RGB. So this is converting it into RGB, and again we are overwriting the image img with this RGB one. Okay, and as I showed you in the earlier that the resolution of our window is 160 by 120. So 160 by 120, if you write it as matrix, so it will be row and column. So row is written first, so 120 will come first. So we are creating a matrix A having all the elements as 0, and its dimensions are 120 by 160, means 120 row and 160 columns. Okay, so what is it? It is actually a black image. 0, a matrix having all the values 0 means if you plot it as an image, it will give you a black colored image. Okay, so we want to get the fingers, wherever our fingers is there in the window, it should show white color. So in this code we are getting white color, that is white for 1. A binary image is having 2 color only, black and white. So black is 0 is represented by black and white is represented by 1. So wherever our finger is there, means in the window, wherever our finger is detected, it should write a 1 at those points, so that when we plot the new image, new A, that is new A, so it will show that finger also in white color and background as black color. So so before knowing this algo, you have to know the one thing, that there is a relation why we are using this RGB format. Okay, because the ratio of R component to the green component for skin color lies between 1.05 and 4. So we are using that property. So here the first, it implies the red component. So red component divided by green component should be greater than equal to 1.05, and red component by green component should be lesser than 4. So wherever these are satisfied, it will give us, it means that those regions are having skin color. So in this in front of camera only we are bringing our fingers, so only fingers color will be shown, and finger will be, wherever finger is there, it will be white will be plotted in this 0 matrix. Okay, so the result of this I had shown you earlier, this one. So wherever it is getting skin color, it is showing white, and in other regions it's showing black. Here you can see this image, it was darker, so it wasn't detected as a skin color, rather just this portion was detected as a skin color. Okay, you see this single. Okay, now move on to part 3. Actually the image that I showed you last time, this one, it's not a direct result of this code. Okay, there will be several noises when you if you try to plot this A image right after this code. So to remove those noises, I have used this code. Here what we are doing, that firstly that image from that webcam window is a color window, so we are converting it into black and white, so binary to black and white, and storing it in A. Okay, A is that image, binary image that we got. Oh sorry, it was not color, it was binary image. That binary image we are converting it into black and white, and applying median filter. We are converting it to black and white just because median filter operates on black and white image. There is a median filter built-in function. In another video in my channel, you can see a detailed about what is median filter and how to implement it with handwritten codes. Okay, but still we are having a built-in function, so why to use the handwritten code? We are directly using that one. So we are using a median filter of size 3 by 3. You can get into details by checking my another video having details about the median filter. Okay, so after filtering, we are storing it again to into A, and then we are converting it back to binary image. Okay, so binary black and white to binary, this. So part 3 complete, and then the actual result, this is coming. Okay, so moving on to part 4. Part 4 is continued to next page. Next page content I have shown it here only, but some repetition parts are there, like this to this are repeated, so I'm just cropping the other part. Okay, so this is the part 4. In part 4 what we are doing, that we are finding the minimum coordinate for skin color. Okay, so by default we are storing minimum coordinate in both axes, x and y. So here we can say instead of x and y, row or column. Okay, so for row we have 120 rows, and column we have 160 columns. So we are finding the minimum row where skin color is detected and the minimum column where skin color is detected. So these will give us the two values, which will be the point where we want to point using our finger. Okay, so by we initialize these two variables with the maximum value of row and column, that is 120 and 160 respectively. Okay, so and we will find the minimum values where skin color is detected as we used to find in our C++ programs. Okay, so we are browsing the whole image, that is for I equal to 1 to 20 and for j equal to 1 to 60, and wherever if a of I comma j, that binary image is 1, that is where we have already found the skin color, where it is 1, and if I is less than this min I, that we used to do in C++ already. Okay, to find a minimum number in an array. Okay, so wherever I is less than, we assign that minimum value of coordinate to min I. Similarly for j coordinate, that is for columns. So after this code we are getting the minimum coordinate, the minimum row coordinate in this min I, and the minimum column coordinate in the min j. Okay, so next step is this one, and this is the result. Okay, so this is the, as you can see, this is the minimum row. Here origin is this one, origin is, this is the origin in case of MATLAB. So this is the minimum row value. Okay, and as you can see here, fingers skin colors minimum row value, and this is a minimum column value. Okay, and so we are getting those value, we are drawing a straight line in that value, minimum row value and minimum column value, and we are getting these lines. Okay, so how we are doing this? See this, that IMG that we captured earlier, that color image directly from the webcam. Okay, for all the row values, no, this is column values, for all columns and for the min I row, we are changing the color value to all the components, first, second, third, that is R, red, green and blue component, as 255. 255 is the highest value. When all three components are having highest value, it is blue color, it is white color. Okay, so for the minimum row, we are assigning white color for the entire line. Okay, for the entire row, sorry. Similarly, for the entire column, min j, we are for entire column min j, we are making it white. Okay, 255. Similarly, I showed you the red one. For red one, what you need to do is just change this 255 to 0, because for red, this red component should be highest and other two, green and blue, will be 0. So then you will get red pointer. Okay, now the last part is plotting those things. So right now just we are getting those values in matrix. A matrix is having those image, A matrix is having the black and white image, and IMG is having that colored image along with that axis. So we have to plot those. So for plotting, what we are doing here, we are creating a subplot, because we have to plot two images together, so we need to create subplot. So subplot is we are taking an area, 2 by 1 area, and on the first area of 2 by 1, like your matrix, you can think 2 rows and 1 column. Okay, so 2 rows, 1 column, and in the first of that is the first to first column element, we are displaying the first image, IMSO A. This is the code to show the first image, that is black and white image. Similarly, for 2 by row 1, that same subplot, second area, that is the second column, second row, first column is only one there, we are displaying the color image using IMSO IMG. Okay, and there we are giving a pause of 0.01 something millisecond, I think it's, but it's not required, you can remove this one. Okay, I just forgot to remove. And finally, this end is for ending that while. Okay, so in C++ we used curly brackets for showing the start and end of a while, but here we use end to show the end. For starting, we don't need to show anything, just while and the condition, and for ending this, and this is to end the function. Okay, actually we started with the function, I forgot to show you. This is the first page, this function hand2 and id. This id we are providing as a parameter from external, from the code. So that for my camera it will be 3, so I will call as hand2 3 from the MATLAB window, and it will be called this function, and the result is I already shown you. And for its application, you need to wait, because I will be uploading another video regarding the application of this pointer, and it will be more exciting. So do come back and watch. Might be not next week, but after 2 weeks it will be ready. And thanks for watching.